All right, I'm back with Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I promise you, I haven't forgotten you. But it's just like Sundays are so crazy and so busy with the recording of the reactions, then the editing, then rushing to get my review out for Attack on Titan. So Sundays keep me all busy through the week. But then as the latter part of the week rolls around, I get to take it easy and I get to do a little something for myself. So I do, I enjoy Attack on Titan, obviously. And I enjoy Demon Slayer, obviously. But Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, I kind of do this one for me because it's low pressure, it's low stress. It doesn't get a whole lot of views, but the people that do watch it are always like really cool and supportive and always nice comments, and I don't get some of the negative comments I get with the stuff that gets more views, so it's kind of fun. Just a nice one to relax with, have a good time, and it's a great story. You know, I'm way past due to see it anyway, so it's great to watch it. With that, let's just get into episode 32. And I haven't been watching it with enough frequency to really work on my karaoke game, unfortunately. Maybe I'll take the weekend and practice up the karaoke again. Oh, whoa, we're getting started with this interestingly strange looking drawing of the little miniature panda with the stunted growth. That strange black and white cat, as they describe it. Going around looking for it. Definitely, that cat is definitely not the panda they're looking for. But that picture that they have drawn, there's no way that anybody's going to properly identify the panda from that weird looking picture. Oh, now that's a much better picture there. What happened to the one that Edward was showing? Oh, and of course, there's the baby panda with its owner who wants to get that homunculus. Oh, the Fuhrer's son is the name of this episode. So that has me like really curious what we're going to find out here, because we know that a homunculus can't have a biological child, but they can adopt. Or maybe they can make one through some sinister alchemy. We'll see what this reveals about the Fuhrer's son. Oh, wow, the little girl in the right place at the right time to just eavesdrop on info about Scar. Oh no, she dropped her groceries. Oh, wow, she's taking this really well. I can imagine Edward blowing his top if that happened to him. Asking her where she's from because of those clothes she doesn't recognize. That old lady seems like a man in disguise or something. Like, just the way it's drawn, I think we're going to find out that that's somebody spying on the little girl from Jing. I don't think that's just an innocent old lady at the train station, right? And then she sits next to somebody else who looks like they're in disguise. It must be Scar. Oh, and there's the stunted growth panda. That seemed to catch the old lady's attention. Everybody thinking it's a kitty cat. Oh, I can't wait for the reveal on who the old lady really is. Is that father in disguise? The old lady. I'm now fixated on who is that old lady. It's actually Armstrong out at the train station. He shaved off his mustache and bought a wig. Oh, everybody looking for Scar, though, down underground. I still don't quite know what these underground tunnels are. I guess they're just canals, or are they sewer? Ooh, that's pretty scary. They're asking for it. Oh, I don't think is he attacking or is he escaping here? I think he's just escaping. Looks like he's not trying to kill those guys because, you know, their goose would be cooked if that's what he wanted to do. Made a nice little skylight in the canal sewer. Oh, yeah, I forgot. This guy's out of prison here. The one that caused a whole lot of trouble in Ishval. So we're looking at East City and West City? I don't get it. But I want to see Scar really put a hurting on this guy. I hope he can. The Crimson Alchemist, though, I know he's a handful. Pun intended. But yeah, the choice of the white suit, I would not have expected that from him. I would have thought red if he's the Crimson Alchemist. He is the Crimson Alchemist, right? Can't remember the character's name now. I'm blanking on it. Oh, there's the old lady. I'm telling you. It's really a tough guy, not an old lady. She's just around one too many times. Who is in disguise as the old lady? Is it the Fuhrer? The Fuhrer's eavesdropping on people. Oh man, back at Hughes' tombstone. Every time I start chuckling, and then they show me something to think of Hughes, it makes me sad. But yeah, this guy's meeting with Mustang at the gravestone. Let's see who's under that wig and hat. Does this person actually know Hughes, or are they there just to report to Mustang? Like, I thought for sure this was somebody coming to have a secret meeting with Mustang, and she blew him a kiss? Is he going to recognize? Yes! General Grumman! I knew it was somebody in disguise. I kind of forgot about Grumman, the chess-playing general, but that's awesome. Awesome to see Grumman show up in the world's best disguise. I don't think that's a disguise. I think that's just his casual dress, you know? Look, the world is large enough for all kinds of people, General. There's nothing wrong with traveling to the city in the clothes that you feel reflect who you really are. And I love the hat. Oh, so talking a little bit about the difference between alchemy and alchemy here. Still having trouble finding the little girl and her panda and scar. So I wonder if they're going to destroy a library here. I also wonder what happened to that girl who remembered everything she read, like every book she'd ever read. She could probably help him out in that library. But the general, has some insight into what's going on with Mustang here. Oh, whoa, he asked the general about immortal soldiers. So that sounds like a pretty scary plan if they're going to put together a whole army of homunculi. Oh my goodness, that's kind of horrific. That is one way to conquer the world, though. Yeah, the guy got sent off for asking too many questions in the Central District. So, he was really dedicated to that disguise because he shaved off a pretty impressive mustache. Oh yeah, that Priest of Leto. Man, that seems like forever ago now, those episodes. Oh, I guess a lot of fallout in Lior after that Priest of Leto and his trouble that he caused. Oh, wow, and then they sent sort of forces from the capital city to displace the local forces during the uprising. I think that, I can see that. So are they going to turn all of those people into a Philosopher's Stone too? I gotta say, General Grumman, talking about retirement, he looks like he should be able to retire anytime he wants. He doesn't look all that young to me, especially not in his B. Arthur disguise. Oh, but now we've got maybe some loyal forces that Mustang can call on, veterans from the war too. That's why I sent him the note. All right. I wonder if he'll be in a different, different disguise every time he meets with Mustang. Like, that'll be part of the fun of this General Grumman. Will he be like, what's the guy's name? Vinny Parmesan or whatever from Arrested Development? That'd be a nice gag for General Grumman. Oh, he caught a glimpse of the little panda bear picture. I don't know if you really need to draw a picture of a panda bear. Maybe in this world people don't know what a panda bear is. But if I was looking for a panda bear and somebody said, hey, can you draw me a picture? I'd be like, it looks like every other panda bear you've ever seen. Only little. But maybe in this world they don't know what a panda bear is. Oh, wow. He's talking about actually going to Jing to study alchemy. Worrying about that journey through the desert. And what's he seeing up there? Oh, it's Armstrong, the man. All right. The clock is ticking. How long till the shirt comes off, Edward? How long until Armstrong shows his manly pecs? Yeah, library's not the best place for you to be doing your typical Edward losing your cool bit. And they still call that little tiny panda bear a cat. I love it. I love it that everybody thinks it's a cat. So I wonder where Armstrong got his info. He seems to know where the girl is and where she's headed to. And I wonder how he knows this. And Edward really wants to close in on her. I'm kind of curious what his goal is. And where's Ling right now? I know the girl wants Ling to take him back. Ling wants to go back to Jing. Of course, with the greed situation, I don't know how much control he has. Oh man, a letter of introduction. For who? Now I'm curious who this woman is that Edward's going to go meet in the mountains in the snow, the Northern Command Center. Brigg, north of the Wall of Briggs. Okay, I bet this is going to be an interesting lady. Oh, Major General Armstrong. I bet you that's somebody's sister. I like Mrs. Grumman as the eye catcher. That is great. Oh, and King Bradley's son was the other eye catcher. So I did kind of already forget the title of the episode was the Fuhrer's son, though we've seen absolutely zero Fuhrer's son so far in this episode. They're still trying to chase Scar away, but they're just going to pin themselves in to where he has no choice but to really hurt him. He's going to jump on the train, right? I don't know. All those pistols are leveled at him. He may not have much time to jump. And who's that with him? Oh, the smoke. Is he going to pull a Batman? Is he going to pull a Batman? The smoke's going to clear. And Scar is gone. He Batmaned himself right on top of that train. So who is that with him? I don't think it's Ling. Is that Ling that's with him? Oh, no. It's probably Marco when he redid his face. Yeah, I bet that's who that is with him. No luck on the research for alchemy in Aramis, or Mestris, but they know all about it in Jing, and I think I recognize those pantaloons back there. Those are the knees of a fancy boy. I think that's the Fuhrer's kid. Yeah, that's the Fuhrer's son. And apparently he's awestruck with the Elric brothers, which is kind of interesting knowing how his father feels about them as sacrifices more than anything. Of course, we also know the father doesn't really care that much about his own son either. At least he put on a good poker face in that regard earlier. So what kind of insight are the Elrics going to get from the Fuhrer's kid here? The kid's asking a good question. Maybe the kid's smarter than I'm giving him credit for. Maybe he's a little spy. Oh, wow, but Alphonse is just being open with the information. I would think some of that's on like a need-to-know basis. You don't just tell any kid that walks by. But the healing is more a part of alchemy than alchemy. I think I remember hearing that in the past. Edward just cannot keep his voice down. He's just not wired that way. The guy is the embodiment of one too many cups of coffee, Edward. The kid is awestruck with Edward. You'd think he just saw Harry Potter the way his eyes are gleaming there. He just called him Teeny. So let's see how this goes. There's the vitriol. There's the rage. Is he going to punch a kid? Is he going to punch the kid? It looks like he's on the verge. He's going to punch him to Neptune. That's quite the punch for the Fuhrer's son there. And they're the bodyguards. Of course, the kid of your nation's leader is going to have like Secret Service equivalents with him. He just threatened to punch the Fuhrer's kid all the way to Neptune. Which, if you don't know the locations of planets, Neptune's way out there. It's like out there by Pluto, I think. I've never driven there, so I don't know how long it would take, but just trust me, it's a long way. Yeah, the mom's telling. Everybody idolizes Edward. And all Edward does is loses his temper when he's shorter than they expect. Oh, the kid wants to learn alchemy and be a state alchemist with your dad being Wrath? Oh, no. That's bad. He's going to be sacrificed by his own father. I bet Edward could not even imagine how it would feel to be sacrificed by your own father. Could you, Edward? Oh, wow. Asking him how he feels about his dad. That's a loaded question. Of course he puts on like a great veneer when he's around his son. I don't think he shows his true self around his family. Oh, but look at the wife. That lack of a smile for a moment said a lot. The Fuhrer never understood women. That's a great... Oh, she slapped him. I like this. I'd like to see Mrs. Bradley slapping the Fuhrer in the face there. Look at how shocked they are to hear this love story. Oh, he just does not seem like the romantic type to me. I figured she probably married him just because he was a powerful man or something, but I guess I was wrong. She saw the sweetness in that deadly sin of wrath. Oh, boy. Is he going to be angry that his kid is hanging around with the Elrics? Oh, he's got a world-class poker face, though. He is not showing it if he's upset. The guy has had plenty of time to practice hiding his true feelings and intentions. Oh, he wasn't surprised, though, so that helps. Somehow I guess he heard from the Secret Service guys, right? Are veiled threats going to come out here now? Oh, he's going to ask them what they were researching. Now the kid's going to tell him everything because Alphonse can't keep a secret. Okay, so we're going to get into the fact that he's adopted. Yeah. I mean, we already established this like 2 episodes back, maybe? So his son is adopted. Which is good for him. I'm glad he's not, genetically tied directly to the Fuhrer. So is this the Fuhrer's house where they're all at, sitting down, drinking tea? So strange to see the cold and cruel military dictator of their nation hanging out with his family. Man, Granny Rockbell, she was a real spicy number back when she was young. I didn't even know she was in that interlude party episode. Well, that was a brief visit with his family. It's like he just came in to let him know that he knew that they were there, and then he's out. Just wants him to know he's got his eye on him. His only eye, I guess. The other one's all, Ouroboros up. Oh, he's got Hawkeye with him, as always. But she's just waiting for the right chance to stab him in the back, right? I don't know how easy it is to assassinate Homunculus, though. I think it might take Mustang to do something like that. Yeah, Alphonse has picked up on what I kind of suspected, that Bradley's family has no clue who or what Bradley really is. Which is kind of hard to believe. Like, you'd think they'd have some kind of inkling, but the guy is really good at playing the role, I guess. But they gotta find the girl to get that info about Alchemy, because the library was no good for him. Alright, I want to see what the new face looks like on Marco here. I also can't wait until Edward gets up north and meets that Major General Armstrong. Uh-oh. Managed to get out of the boxcar just in time. I really am looking forward to whenever Ponytail confronts Scar. I think it'll be a battle to remember. Oh, so they jumped out of the train going through the mountains because the train had to slow down to go through the curves. This guy's a pretty evil detective. Like he's pretty good at being an evil detective. I feel like he would fit in on what I've heard about Death Note, So he's going to figure out where they ran when they escaped in the mountains from the train slowing down. 2 directions, flip a coin, man. North or south, I'd say go where the weather's better, right? Of course, Scar may not care about the weather. They're running through the forest. Where to? Nobody knows. Hey, another good episode. However, with the name of it being the Fuhrer's son, I was kind of expecting maybe a little bit more information or something a little more interesting about the Emperor's son. Selim, I think is his name. Selim Bradley. But still, nice episode to kind of bridge the gaps in the story. Kind of curious exactly what Scar's up to. Really cool to find out that there's another Armstrong out there. I'm going to assume it's Armstrong's sister. What's his name? Louis Armstrong? Something Louis Armstrong? I'm going to assume it's his sister until they tell us otherwise. And I bet she's going to be a real character. However, I bet she knows how to keep her shirt on, unlike Armstrong does. But anyway, another good episode. Having a lot of fun. This one not as exciting. A little bit slower paced. But there's nothing wrong with that. You got to tell a whole story. You can't just jump from battle to battle, right? And I guess with that, I'm just going to say, I'm proud of you for watching anime, and I'll talk to you again soon.
I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who supports the channel on Patreon. It really means a lot to me. If you think you might be in a position to support the channel on Patreon, there is a link in the video description. Please go check it out. Join the Patreon in order to receive early access to reactions and reviews, as well as extended cuts of the reactions and occasional bonus videos taking a look behind the scenes, as well as chat and polls to help me plan things to cover for the future of the channel. Thank you.